It was supposed to be just another cross-country flight, San Diego to New York. Red-eye first class. I'd earned it. CEO of a rising tech firm built from scratch, recently closed a $300 million deal. I wasn't trying to make a scene, I just wanted a glass of water. But let me take you back. The trouble started at the check-in counter. The guy behind the desk name tag said Bryce took one look at me and the smile he had for the previous passenger disappeared. I handed him my ID and platinum membership card. He looked at both like they were counterfeit. "And how exactly did you qualify for platinum status?" he asked, eyes flicking between my face and the ID like he expected me to confess to stealing it. "Same way everyone else does," I said. "I fly. A lot." He didn't laugh. Just tapped a few keys and handed me my boarding pass without another word. Next in line was a guy in khakis and a Pebble Beach sweatshirt. Bryce lit up like a Christmas tree. "Welcome back, sir. How was your golf trip?" I let it slide. You learn to pick your battles. Boarding the flight was more of the same. The flight attendant at the door, a woman named Brenda, scanned me like she was trying to figure out what I was doing in first class. "Boarding pass?" she asked flatly. Not a hello, not a smile, just suspicion. When I took my seat, the man across the aisle, middle-aged, red-faced, the kind of guy who orders 2 whiskeys before takeoff, was already being offered champagne by a younger flight attendant named Cody. "Mr. Ellison, welcome back. Got your usual chilled and ready." When I asked for water, Brenda said coldly, "We're preparing for takeoff. You'll have to wait." Now I'd seen champagne served to the guy across the aisle and orange juice handed to the woman 1 row up. So I said as calmly as I could, "I just noticed others being served, so I assumed FAA regulations." She snapped, "I'm sure you can wait 20 minutes. I didn't argue, but it stung. When we hit cruising altitude, I pressed the call button again. This time Cody came. "I asked for water earlier," I reminded him. He glanced at Brenda, then back at me. "I'll check." She returned a few minutes later, clearly annoyed, and slapped down a plastic cup like she was tossing trash. Some of it spilled onto my sleeve. I looked up. "Excuse me. I think some water." "It's just water," she said. "It'll dry." That was it. I asked to speak with the captain. She puffed up. "I'm the lead flight attendant. Then I'd like to speak with someone else." That's when Mr. Ellison across the aisle decided to chime in. "Some people just don't know how to behave in first class," he said loudly. I turned to him. "I'm asking for the same treatment everyone else gets." "Oh, here we go," he rolled his eyes. "Playing the victim card." Brenda stepped between us. "Sir, lower your voice. You're disturbing the cabin." "I'm speaking at the same volume as him," I said. "And then—" She snapped. "I won't tolerate this kind of aggressive behavior," she shouted. That word aggressive hit me like a slap before the real one ever landed. I stood up. Calm, controlled. "There's nothing aggressive about requesting basic respect," I said. "What is aggressive is smack." Her hand struck my face hard enough to turn heads all the way back to Coach. The cabin went dead silent. Cameras were already out. The red mark bloomed on my cheek like fire. The pilot came out. Passengers gasped. Sarah, the woman from earlier, stood up and said, "I've been recording the whole thing." She assaulted him. That's when everything changed. We diverted to Nashville. Brenda was removed from the cabin. Cody looked like he wanted to disappear. Mr. Ellison went silent finally. I sat back in my seat, cheek-burning fingers buzzing with phone notifications. The video had already hit social media. I had texts from CNN, MSNBC, and 3 board members. My comms director messaged, "Videos at 2 million views. CNN's calling. What should we say?" I typed back, "Nothing yet. Meet me at the airport. Bring legal." At the terminal, news crews were already waiting. So were corporate representatives from the airline. Mr. Parker, one of them, said, sweat pouring down his neck. We're deeply sorry. We're prepared to offer compensation. And no settlement, I said. This isn't just about me. It's about the pattern. Because it was a pattern. Anonymous emails poured in. Former flight attendants. Passengers. Whistleblowers. One woman named Elena had worked for the airline for 12 years and said she had filed 3 complaints against Brenda, each one dismissed without investigation. We were told to prioritize certain passengers, she wrote, based on appearance. I asked appearance meaning race, clothes, accent, that sort of thing. Meanwhile, the airline tried to flip the script. Articles popped up questioning my leadership style, my company's growth. They called me abrasive, said I was intimidating to staff. They even targeted my 17-year-old son at school. They were trying to wear me down, shame me into silence. I almost gave in. For my family, for my employees. But then I remembered, this isn't just about me. So I went public. I released everything. Emails, testimonies, the footage, a full expose on their discriminatory service protocols, the execs who protected it, and the PR firm behind the smear campaign. And that was the final straw. Pilots walked out. Crew members resigned en masse, tossing their wings pins into a pile on the table. Passengers canceled bookings. Stocks tanked. Within weeks, the airline was forced to file for bankruptcy. And me, I didn't celebrate. This wasn't a victory. It was a reckoning. Months later, I stood on stage at a small ceremony at the National Air and Space Museum, launching an initiative to reform discrimination in air travel. Elena stood beside me. So did Sarah, the passenger who had spoken up when it counted. I wasn't trying to bring down an airline. I was trying to make sure no one else ever had to swallow their dignity for a glass of water at 30,000 feet. So now I ask you, if you saw someone being treated that way, would you speak up? Was Brenda just one bad apple, or was she part of something much bigger? Comment below. Was I right to fight back, or should I have let it go? And if you believe respect isn't earned by your skin color or seat number, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who still thinks racism is just in people's heads, because sometimes one slap can bring a whole system down.